Now we will see the third protocol in the byte-oriented protocols, which is the Digital Data Communications Message Protocol, simply DDCMP. Let's start the session with outcomes. In today's session, we have only two outcomes. In today's session, we are going to understand the DDCMP frame format and we will understand the framing error in DDCMP. We will just run through the byte-oriented protocols. It simply views the frames as a collection of bytes or characters, and we have basically three byte-oriented protocols, BySync, PPP, and in today's lecture we are going to focus on the DDCMP protocol, which is Digital Data Communications Message Protocol. Let's start with DDCMP. We know DDCMP is a byte-oriented communication protocol, and of course this is a data link layer protocol. Who devised this DDCMP? DDCMP was devised by Digital Equipment Corporation. Though DDCMP is a byte-oriented communications protocol like BySync or PPP, it is somewhat different. In what way it is different? Because it is using a byte counting approach. Let's see what is this counting here. There is a count field which is introduced in the frame format, and what's the use of this count field? And this count field says how many bytes are contained in the frame body. It seems to be a good idea to include the number of bytes in the frame body. But unfortunately, there is a very big drawback with this count field. Let's see the drawback in today's lecture. But now, let's focus on the frame format of DDCMP. The frame format of DDCMP resembles like BySync because it has two synchronous fields and there is no end sequence. And these two fields are indicating the start of the frame. And then we have a field called class, which is like the protocol field in the PPP. And these three are of 8 bits. DDCMP has a new field in the frame format which is count, which is of 14 bits, and then we have a header, a variable length body, and the error detection technique at the last, which is the CRC. Since we have become familiar with the frame format, I am not going to deal elaborately into this. Let me focus on this count aspect. There is a very serious drawback with the DDCMP protocol. Let's see what is that. The danger in DDCMP is with the count field. That is this field. Let's see what it is now. One danger with this approach is that if transmission error could corrupt the count field, then the end of the frame would not be correctly detected by the receiver. Transmission errors can affect any bit pattern or bytes. If transmission error corrupts this count, then the frame structure goes chaos. Let's see it with an example for better understanding. Suppose if we have 3 frames. This is frame number 1. This is frame number 2 and this is frame number 3. And this is how the frame that was created by the sender. And let's assume these 3 fields are the count fields. We know very well that there is a count field in every frame. And let's say this is the count field. In this frame, it is the count field. In this frame, this is the count field. And in this frame, this is the count field. And sender sends this entire information to the receiver. And the receiver first reads this count field and it understands the next 5 bytes are belonging to this frame. So it understands that the next 5 bytes are belonging to one frame. And then it reads this count field and it understands that the next 4 bytes are belonging to this frame. Similarly, the next 6 bytes are belonging to this frame. Let's assume, unfortunately, the transmission error has affected this frame. That is this count field. And this 4 is getting modified as 7. And because of this modification, the receiver understands that this 7 means the next 7 bits, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And these 7 bytes are belonging to this frame. But actually this is not the frame that was created by the sender. When the receiver treats this as a frame, that is frame number 2 in this case, and this is a framing error. We don't expect our receiver to create the frame like this. This is what the danger with the count field. And that's it, guys. I hope now you understood the DDCMP frame format and the framing error in DDCMP. I hope you guys have enjoyed the lecture and thank you for watching.